here. Oh, I come on something new in each piece. So today the song is Lift Me Up by Rihanna, but it's a remix with a bachata rhythm by DJ Tronky. That is what we're up to today. And with that, we're learning a little bit of bachata technique and just some other stuff. Trying to really pump up our movements so we become performance ready, because that's kind of, let's say the high point what we all aim for. So that's what we're working on this channel, among other things. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we're always available for one-on-one. This floor is a little bit slippery, and in our style dance, you'd have to be able to slide, but it's not a little too much. So if you see me take a spill or face plant, please be kind. So let's start today by repeating what we did last time, and then we're going to review it, and then we're going to move on to the next part. So let's just play that, and then we'll go on with the explanation. A little bit, so I can't do it quite as expensive as I'd like to. But I want us all to just kind of review some of the elements that make not just a bachata, but a good one. So for those of you who have never done bachata before, I'm going to turn around so you can see it from the back. If you're a follower, we start on the right leg. If you're a lead on the left, so I'm just going to start on the right for today. And step right, together, right, tap left, and left, together, left, tap right, right, together, right, tap left, and left, together, left, tap right, right, together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right, right, together, right, tap left, and left, together, left, tap right. So, this does not all have to be big steps. In fact, we kind of prefer them small because normally they're done in a social setting when there's not people around. So you want to keep it kind of small. Also, you'll be able to do kind of body movement a little bit better. So we also talked about, you'll see a lot of hip movement there, but it's not really hip movement. It's a little bit deceptive, so we are moving kind of our body from here to here, so it's like a bell, so it's in the middle, and you're going to swing from side to side like the clapper of a bell. So your hips are kind of doing the opposite of what you'd expect. So instead of stepping into it like this, the opposite hip is going to come up. So when I step, I'm going to put all my weight on my right foot, and then my left hip is going to come up. And then when I step left, right hip is going to come up. Step right. And then tap here, and then when I step on this foot, I put all my weight on it right away, so this hip comes up, and that's how you get your hip movement. So it's not really hip movement, it's just kind of a body movement. And you want your upper buttocks to be relaxed so you can move it. You also do steps, you can go forward, 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, 6, 7, tap, or backwards. And if you're changing kind of rhythms, you can just do a side to side, step tap. And there's more variations, but for what we're doing here, that should pretty much be enough. So just to go through the first part quickly, and then we're going to move on from there. So we're starting here with a nice sturdy base. And looking down at the part still. And looking up to the horizon, not too high. And then this arm is going to come around. This is kind of a twist in here in the bodies, here at the diagonal. This top one folds. And you're going to swing into your bachata. First part of the basic. And then step tap. I think it was counted last time. And step tap at a diagonal here. And you're going to do just kind of a little circle with this foot so you can change directions. And then you're going to step right, tap left, left, tap right, step right. And this time instead of tapping, you're just going to hold your foot in the air. So what we talked about last time too is when you're stepping onto your right foot, you want to shift all of your weight there before you pick the left one up. Because if you start that late, then you have a couple movements to do. You have to get on your leg and lift your leg in balance. So it's much easier if you're stepping right on that leg, all your weight is there, and then you can pick up your foot. So from here, we're just doing a little, just your feet are moving kind of quick. And then we'll move forward. And this is your foot is sliding forward and a little bit out. So skating along, so you get this effect with it, and arms are opening like we're offering something. And then we're going to do just half of our basic to the middle, and closing ourselves with this arm as we go. And from here, we're going to move into a little bit of a different style of bachata. Bachata is originally from the Dominican Republic, and they dance more of a lower body movement. The American version, we're doing all the hip stuff and kind of broader movements where you're doing turns and all kinds of stuff. But for them, it's more about the rhythm and the feeling of the music. So it's like stepping, but you want to get a feeling like this hip is being lifted and you're stepping down. So it's a very kind of earthy step. So that is going to be our next movement. So we come here and tap, and we're going to go into our step, 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 step. And on the next one, we're going to stand that foot and we're going to keep stepping on. So it's like we're stamping our feet a little bit. So let's see, our foot is just lifting up and coming back down. And from here, we're going to swing our hips around and start one side, the other side, the other side, the other side. So this hip circle, hip circle, again, it's more of a body circle. You don't want to be bending, you want to keep your posture at all times, and you want this lower back body to go a little bit to the back. So it's just kind of swinging around like that. And you really just want to try and isolate that part of your body so that the rest of it moves as little as possible. And then come here and pop, 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 pop. So coming from here, we're going to half of our basic. So we're closing our arm here. 2, 3, and tap. And then we'll start our lift, knee up. And the arms are coming up with this. And then we're going to stay here. And we're just going to do that knee stamp. And then we're going to do a little hip swing around and coming up. So let's repeat all that and move on. So coming here, we've got our bachata basic. 2, 3, 4, and we're stepping, lift, up, and staying here, swinging around, and keep me close. And from here, we're going to start this direction, and we're going So what I want you to do is stay completely still. You're just going to let this leg lift up. So it's just kind of lifting up from the bottom of your leg and going back down. Going to step on it, and this stays in the bachata rhythm. 1, 2, step, and we're going to step into another basic. And in this direction. And then we're just going to come into a pose and stay there. And then this one is going to sweep through again. That's your right arm. And this time we're going to pick up the pace a little, but we're going to be doing different movements. So I like to put kind of a contrast of speeds and styles in because audiences need to stay engaged. If there's too much of the same thing, then attention starts to wander. I know I've been in the audience a lot, so from here we're swinging down, and we're just going to pretend we're like a propeller on an airplane. So this is going up and down. See, I'm doing a little bit of a swing forward to help that, so it's not just side to side. It's swinging in here. And with that, we are on our right foot and just kind of doing a little. Our left foot is coming up just enough to let our right foot move. And going around in a circle. I think we have time for 2 turns there. I'll see, because again, the floor is slippery, and how fast I can turn. So this one comes through, and we do a little color turn. And from here, I'm going to stretch to the right. Stretch to the left, stretch to the right, and from here, we're just going to step into a pose and then move to the corner. So it's like we're avoiding looking at this corner, but then it catches our attention. Let's repeat that, and then let's repeat the whole thing. So let's see, so we come here from the bachata, and let's just repeat from when we've come to the middle. We've come with our basic here, and we started stepping. And just put the foot down here, and the last one, guess we're going to circle around, and there's 4 there, but we'll double check it with the music. And then we are going to start our taps, which is just a little bit on each foot. And going to basic again, and coming to this leg. We're just going to stay here in this pose, and some arms going to come through. And we start our little airplane thing. And we want to break in the middle, so it's important to, you got to break here, you got to hold your core tight so you can break. And kind of lunging to the side. So with this, I've got a little bit of pickup here. So I'm not just dropping to the side. I'm picking up this left leg a little bit, bending it, and putting it out and falling right on it. So we're lunging here, we're lunging here. See, I'm picking my foot up just a little bit, just enough to let me fall on the same leg. So I'm lunging here, here, and then stepping here, and looking towards the corner. And from here, we're going to be stepping back. And this foot is going to be kind of letting us creep back. So you want to keep your weight, in this instance, pretty much on your left leg. And this right one is just going to push you back. So you're going to put it down on the balls of your feet and football, like you're sneaking backwards. So we continue from our lunges. We have our pose here. We had our pose here, like we didn't want to look. Now we're looking. And then we're going to step back, and back, and back, and back. And from here, we're going to run big pose, left shoulder, right shoulder, bringing it up, and to a pose here. So, this last part, after we've snuck back like this, running forward. Again, this is very slippery, but I want you guys to do a little more of a contrast when you're running in a big pose here, and dropping down and coming up with your shoulders. And that happens pretty quickly. You see we've contrasted, we've had kind of our lap movements. Now we're just moving into more kind of lyrical stuff and trying to alternate with little steps in between. So we're just trying to make a good contrast here of various things. So here when we come forward, this is a real run. So once we come back here, we're going to have to run fast, get to the corner. I don't have a lot of space here. I'm hoping you have more. If not, do as I do and just keep it small. And so coming here, pretty big pose, dropping it down, and that same movement is going to bring your shoulders back. Let's start with the right shoulder. And that looks nice, just away from the audience. Rolling back. And here, you're in the middle, but then you want to shift to your right leg. And just bring that one to the side. And here, remember, even though your hands are on your head, you want to keep your shoulders down. So this should be flowy. This is something you have to practice to make it flowy. Turn to the corner, dropping down. And the shoulders and the pose. So let's go back to that new part and so repeat that, start over. Oh, thank you, Aspen, thank you. We are so happy about that, thank you. Very grateful for you to help us out on this channel. We're trying to grow and we're trying to bring dance and also some fitness to you. And that is just so helpful. So we have come to the end of the first part that we did, and we're closing it out with that bachata basic, or half of a basic. And from here, we have our weight on our right foot, so we're going to step right down on our left, and then down on our right, and left. So as you see, I'm just lifting up my leg to step on it. Step, 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 and I can move 4, and then this is move 5, and here we're just gonna keep picking up the leg, and it's going right into our hip swing, and our arms are just kind of up like, it's almost like we're looking at our legs, but not really. And swing that around, it comes to the middle, and lifting it up like the clapper of a bell, getting from side to side. 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna have our tapping movements. I think I started the other side the last time. Gotta go back and see where the music brings us. So we're gonna, I believe we'll start that here, and then we're gonna step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, and we're just gonna go to this pose and wait in it. And bring this right arm up and big swing through. So you're doing your airplane, and from here your left leg shoots out and your arm goes with it. And right, and lift. And let's see, where did we end up? Okay, so we're coming here to a pose like we're looking away from the corner. So this is a fusion of styles. We're using this opportunity to learn a little bit of bachata because that's a very, very popular dance style right now. It's a fun one because you can go out and do it very easily. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge to go out and go to socials and have fun. But it's also very beautiful. The music is usually great, and it's something, yeah, that we can really expand. But I'm trying to put like a variety of movements in, so that we kind of exercise different movement styles within the same piece. So we came here and we did our little half things here, and then we, like a little bit like your shot, like you don't want to listen to whoever's standing over you, and then they catch your interest, and then you step back, and that right foot is going to push you back, and then run as fast as you can forward, big pose, and drop it down, and your shoulders are pretty low, and you come into this pose here. Let's keep repeating that, because it's not a lot of steps, but there's a lot of stuff that's happening within those steps. So we came from here, we're finishing out our bachata basic. This arm is just kind of folding in like, in a very good demure way. I'm going to bring that in like, and then we're going to start our stepping bachata, our Dominican, which is stepping to the side, and stepping to the right, stepping left, stepping right, and then we're just going to let this foot go up and down. As you see, I've got a little bit of weight still on this left foot, so I only have to bring my leg up a little bit to go right back down on it. My hip is like pulling my leg up, go right back down on it. And from there, we're going to swing through and around, and this is our belt movement. Hip, and hip, and hip. And we're going to go into our, I think it was this one first. We're going to have it the other way when I do it with music. And this is just a little up and down. Very small. And you step on it and go to the other foot. And from here, we're going to go back into a basic. And how much time we'll have there. We go right back in and step up in a pose. And then this arm comes up as music restarts. And you're going to swing into your airplane. And you can move a little bit, a lot of space. You don't have to stay in one place for that. From here, bringing out the left foot into a lunge. You put a little weight right on there. Remember to pick up your foot a little to get into that. And then there's the uno. And speak to me. Oh yes. And then step back. And look good. I'm raging away, like we're scared. And running forward as fast as you can. Big pose. Dropping down. And the shoulders are coming up. And okay, so let's start from the beginning, and we're going to go all the way through. Let's repeat that a few times so we are ready to turn the music. And just give it a try. As I said, I'm sliding all over the place here, so I will try and keep it a little bit steady, a little bit small. So I want you guys, though, if you have a better floor, to be a little more broad. But be aware of which movements are small. So, these are small movements, you want to exaggerate. And then you have your big movements here, the lunges, poses, and also the contrast of movement from the sharp movements, and then the smoother ones. So you want to make sure that you make that very, very visible. So if we've started here, and remember to have good posture, even if it looks like you're kind of looking down, you still have very nice posture, so you want to turn your shoulders a little bit towards the audience. You have a nice firm base here, even though it looks like one foot's in front of the other, you can make it as wide as you need it to be sturdy, because the audience can't see it. The most important thing is to be very, very steady, because anything can happen. It can take somebody a moment to get the music going, and you're stuck there, frozen. So you want to make sure you're very, very steady on your feet. So let's start with your to the far corner. So this will make it look like you're looking down to the audience, but you're actually have your eyes very open and you're just looking down. So your chin is going to come up and then up it's going to fall. And then you're going to go down. That was going to follow, and that arm is going to bring that leg in. And this is just your upper body rolling around. And here we're going to stay. We're not going to move for that last phrase. And right arm comes around on the left, just unfolds to meet it. And then it swings into our bachata. So I'm going to do basic here. And then we're going to do our arms. And stepping right. This is a little circle to bring us to the other corner. Step, tap, step, tap. And on this last one, I'm going to shift your weight so you can pick your leg right up. And you're going to go back on that leg. Very tiny movements. You want that to be just your legs, not your upper body. From here, little slide out. Your legs, right, left, right, left. And from here, we're going to go back into that half a basic. And from that half a basic, we're going to start stepping on the left, right, the left, the right, the left, the left, and the left. And swinging it around. And coming to the middle to go to swing like a bell. And I'm just going to tap with the one, and remember, this is just kind of your leg going up and down. And you step on it, and the other one. Going back into half a basic. And we'll maybe do one more step and then just go into our pose. We're going to wait here. And then as she starts, the right one comes up. And this will swing us into our airplane step. We're coming out, lunge to the left to the right, to the left, and posing here. And now stepping backwards, running forward, huge pose, falling down, and our shoulders coming up. Okay, let's run through that a couple more times and see if we can remember it with music. So we're going to kind of quicker this time. You can comment so much. If you have any questions, write down the comments. If you want to show us what you're doing, we'd love to see it. Either post it for everybody or just send it to us. We'd have to give you feedback. Love seeing you dance. Everybody can dance and they should. So, moving pose. And your chin is coming up, follow for your elbow, chin down, bringing that leg in with your arm, upper body, and looking up, the horizon far away, and staying here. Right arm, left arm, and swinging. So basic bachata, and I think we're just going to go step, tap, step, tap, because we have to get here. So we can do our right, tap, left, tap, right, hold it in the air, keep it right back, and then we're sliding forward, right to left, going back to our basic, and now we're starting a little bit of a different style. Let's switch on. So stepping, and the right, just the right foot is stepping, and you're going to swing it through. Swing like the clapper of a bell. So, tap, tap, step, tap, 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 step, and then we're going to continue this direction. And here, let's just go to our pose and see how that goes with music. Thank you, Sophia and Oscar, very much. So from here, this is where the music slows down a little, have a little rest. Right arm comes up, and swing around. And the steps here are just teeny tiny, just using this like to step on your turning leg, which is your right in this case. And lunging here, lunging here, lunging here. Take your pose, moving towards the corner, stepping back, and back, and back. And just run to the corner, you pose. Shoulders coming up. Pose here. Let's run through that again. I'm just going to run through it and answer any questions, and then we're going to try the music and see if it works out. And see if I can not fall on my face, because this is, whoa, this is really, I've got to do something to it. And back in the day with ballet, we used to put like kind of rosin on it, Coke in worst case scenarios, that would make it sticky, because we didn't like to slide it all there, but there's a lot of dance styles like ballroom and social dance that you don't want to be able to slide and turn and whatever, but there's a limit. So, let's see what we can do. All right, so. Down, in, and body. You can hear our arm and swing through. This corner, step, 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 step in the air, to the back, and first I'm asking for something, and basic, and stepping, and fifth one, we're just going to keep stepping on this one, and swing the hips around, and the clock of the bell, and keep going to our, we're going to have to see which foot we end up on. I think when I was practicing, it was this one, so we're going to try that. Maybe let's try our basic there. Oh, we made a little switch. That's part of the process. And just here, and then let's just leave it in this pose. Bring down our arm up as it starts again. And we move to airplane. Now this part is quick. Launching to the sides, and just kind of a little scuttle to the back, running forward, right down. So, I think we're ready to give it a go with music. This is just practice. We can stop and start, we can do whatever we need to do. So let's just try it, see if it comes together. If I fall down, be kind, it happens. Nice kid.
Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound, burning in a hopeless dream. Hold me when you go to sleep. Keep me in the warmth of your love when you need more. Keep me safe, safe and sound. Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound. Drowning in an endless sea. Take some time and stay with me. Keep me in the strength of your heart. Keep me safe, safe and sound.
So how'd you do? So we have to fix that little bit in the middle. I'll get back to you with that, but I think it was indeed on the, I started tapping with the left foot, stepped on it, and then the right is the other way around. I will definitely fix that and have it ready for you on Wednesday. So I guess, question to you, Fireflies, do we want to finish it there, or do we want to do another phrase of the music? Because we can also do that. I usually just take a little piece of the song, but if you're enjoying this and you want more kind of of this song. Let me know in the comments. We'll have a little vote on that. If you want to move on or you want to stick with this and continue a little more. And as always, once we finish it, we'll clean it up. We'll talk about what we want to sing with it, and we'll find the movements a little bit. So it's really up to you guys. I'm here for you, and I want you to have a good time and also, maybe learn something new. So just let me know in the comments. And so we are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 6:15 is a beginner, get ready for the day routine. Right after that, we hop back on again for the intermediate, which is just kind of waking up routine to get your body moving from head to toe so you can face the day a little more awake, a little more alert. And yes, after that was the choreography. Sometimes I hop on again just to stretch and chat, but today I have to run, so I can't do that. But I so look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. I hope you liked it. My love to all of you, my flare flies, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.